local market it's hard to beat. You can do all the touristy stuff. Obviously, the Frida's house we have in another museum, but sometimes just walking around the market is just as much fun.
Good morning, amigos from Coyoacán. This morning we are going to a craft market and perhaps the regular market here, and I guess to eat some food, because what else would we do on a Saturday?
If you guys know me, you know I absolutely love craft markets, love shopping, love looking for trinkets, right, Hill?
Yep, you are the trinket master.
But sometimes you just gotta make sacrifices. If your Weta wants to go to a craft market, sometimes you just gotta go to craft market. Now, what we're actually looking for, right now we're in an artisanal market here in Coyoacán, and then there's like a regular food market, just a market like they have in pretty much every town in Mexico. But then I think on Saturdays there's a special market. I don't think it's this one. We'll let you know though. That's what we're looking for. Now, if you love shopping, maybe the shopping today will be the main event for you. But for me, the main event is going to be whatever we find, the coffee we find, and I want to get some food inside the market. So just keep waiting around, keep waiting for that. All my foodies out there. Before you agree to going into a store, make sure you take a peek inside, see how big it is, because we walked past and said, yeah, we can go in there. And I stepped in and I had no idea it was this ginormous.
The shopping so far that we've seen in Coyoacán makes me feel like this. It's very, very nice and classy. I don't know if you guys can see behind me, but it reminds me a little bit of Sayulita. I don't know about the prices and how they compare, but sort of the like very trendy, high fashion,
artsy, colorful
part. It's awesome.
I think we may have made it to the Saturday market. We've got the little tiangi thing set up next to us, I believe is what they're called. Just little like craft stands. They have a bunch over in the Parque Alameda. So Weta's gonna do some shopping. I'm just waiting for tortas. We've made it to the Coyoacán market. We've passed through the tianguis. I want to throw an L in there. And we're gonna look around. I need to buy some gloves, some various things, maybe some Christmas presents. But we're getting hungry and I need some caffeine. One really interesting thing to me about Mexican markets, if you've never been to one, they have everything. I think before we came to Mexico, I just assumed the market would just have food, but it has, for your fruits and vegetables, all sorts of clothing, toys, restaurants. It's pretty impressive. Not made for tall people though. Now we are kind of in the food section. There's fruits and veggies in front of us. We got some meat things behind us. I feel like if you wanted to get to know a place in Mexico, visit the market. Gives you a pretty good vibe of what's going on, what they're selling, what kind of food they have, maybe what any regional specials they have. I feel like a local market it's hard to beat. You can do all the touristy stuff. Obviously, the Frida's house we have in another museum, but sometimes just walking around the market is just as much fun. El Charro inside the Coyoacán market. We're just getting a little appetizer. Only I'm gonna eat. I'm getting 2 tacos de costilla, rib meat tacos, basically, I believe. I think it's gonna be good. We picked the place that had the most people at it, so hopefully we didn't make the wrong decision. What are we gonna do after this?
Eat lunch.
Alright, I've got my tacos and a side of extra fresh pork skin. It tastes fresh, right off the pig. Look at these tacos, they're amazing. There's definitely a reason it's this busy in here. I'm gonna put a little salsa on it. Piquito, piquito. I don't know. This looks like it could be innocent or extremely spicy. We'll see.
Alright, it was nice knowing you, Greg.
It's spicy. It's got a good kick to it, but
wait for the hiccups.
Yeah, it's got a good tomato, very tomatoey. I don't know what kind of pepper that is. Maybe chili de árbol. I'm not sure. It's good. Just a dab. Just a dab goes well for Gringos.
Just a dab will do ya?
Just a dab will do you for the Gringos. Okay, those tacos were amazing. It's been a while since I've had carnitas. The chicharrones, whew, amazing, amazing. Now we're gonna go eat again because Hillary didn't eat anything, and 2 tacos is a good appetizer, but it's not a whole meal for me. When you come to Coyoacán, or just when you come to Mexico, it's really important that you eat the most authentic Mexican food you can find. So we found
falafel.
Is that Mexican food, Weta?
No, but I really like falafel, and I can't find any place, and this place is called Falafelito, so it's got to be good.
It's tiny falafel. I know it's hard to believe, but after this, we do have one more surprise for you. One more stop in Coyoacán that we have to make. So even if you're not a falafel fan, stick around. No, it's a good thing I didn't just eat 2 huge tacos. This thing is massive. It's like the size of her head. This is pretty good. I'm about halfway through. It's pretty fresh. I mean, obviously the falafel's fried, but everything else in it tastes really fresh. So I don't feel too guilty about eating this whole thing. What, are you gonna finish yours? I think you will. Oh, this was surprisingly delicious. I don't know why I was surprised, but it was very tasty.
That was falafel food. That was really good falafel. I leave feeling full. I do have a few tips for you guys for coming to Coyoacán. So it took us about 30 minutes to get here. This morning we took an Uber. It took about 30 minutes to get here from El Centro. Therefore, I'd recommend spending the better part of half to a full day here. I think that can be easily done. I would recommend coming on a weekday if you can, just for a visit. I think it'll be less crowded. Today is Saturday. I think getting here earlier is also key. I know for those of you who came with us from Vallarta, I know we always told you about how getting places early is the key, and I think the same is true here in Coyoacán. I think the city, or this area, is way less crowded earlier. I think the square is probably crazy filled now. Same for the museum. I think if you're going to go to the Frida Kahlo Museum, I think getting there earlier, ordering your tickets online, and I think the second and perhaps last tip I had would be to wander through the Coyoacán market. So I think it's open every day like any traditional market, and it seems really big. They have flowers, food, candy, fruits, vegetables, all sorts of things. You could live like in there and be
Halloween
set.
Costumes year round.
Those are my 2 tips. Come early, stay a long time, and go through the market. Now, I think I've worked up another appetite for dessert. We have one more trick up our sleeve. Let's go. We made it to our next to last surprise.
We keep adding the stuff.
Stuffed churros. I got mine with cajeta. Greg got Oreo.
Oreo.
Oh my goodness.
Okay, now we're trying to find a chocolate and coffee place. We saw it walking here, but now we're all turned around. But I need coffee. I don't need churros, but I do need coffee. That looks pretty good.
I don't even want to touch it.
Hillary's got a nice, sweet-looking cappuccino. Meanwhile, my drink looks like it's ready to kill me. Doble Americano. Look at that. Well, I'm halfway through the Americano and feeling excellent.
We're gonna edit 7 videos today.
Hopefully. It's only like 3 o'clock, and even with this, we're still gonna need a nap today. Coyoacán is a lot of fun. When you're coming to Mexico City, you have to visit Coyoacán. I highly suggest, honestly, visiting as many different neighborhoods as you can to really get a sense for what Mexico City is, and really able to appreciate that every neighborhood, similar to everywhere in the world, has its own feel, its own vibe, its own almost like mini culture of a culture that is Mexico City and even bigger Mexico. Exactly. I think that's all we have for you guys today. Be sure to subscribe to our channel. Do not order double Americano, and head over to our Patreon page. We have some good things going on over there. Some videos ahead of time for you guys. Be sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel so that we get notified every time we upload a new video.
Wait.
Oh, whoops. Be sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel, click the bell, that way you get notified
every time
we upload a new video. There's a new community tab on there, and so once a day or so we're going to post a little question on there. So when you do click that bell to get notified every time, I believe you can choose whether you want to get notified about the videos and or about just the post. So choose whichever one. If you don't want our little questions and discussion, then you can opt out of that. That way you just get the videos. Adios. Last observation about Coyoacán. Come here hungry. The amount of street food, street vendors. We saw some food we had never seen before. We got this. What was this called? Nata. We saw some guy that had marquesillos. Is that what it was? Marquesillos, something like that. It was like a waffle filled with waffle crepe, cheese, Nutella. There was a lady that sold a tole with all sorts of different flavors. Come to Coyoacán.